All right, men of Israel. Remind you. So like Israel. Everybody. All right. Please put your phones on mute if you could. All right. Officers Zal Moth, state your registry. Yes, sir.
Go.
Officer Tazar Moth, Bun Yahawah, Bun Yashala.
Tazar Moth, Bun Yahawah, Bun Yashala.
Yahba Shem Yahweh Shabbat Thumb.
Yahba Shem Yahweh Shabbat Thumb.
La Yasha'al.
Hakadam means face east. East. That's what I think it's going. It's going to face the east. We're doing the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanaw, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shemka, Yahawah, Malakah, Taba'ah, Watazakah, Ayah, I.S.U.P.K, Baratazah, Kawah, Hayah, Shemayim, Nathanaw, Call, Yawam, Wasalak now, Kawak now, Walking now, Wala'ah, I'm not saying one. I'm shining now. Mayan. Ra. Kaya. Laka. I'm a lock. Aman. This is the Lord's Prayer in the English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahawah. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth. As it is in heaven. Give us this day. Our daily bread. And forgive us of our debts. As we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation. But deliver us from evil. For thine is the power. And the kingdom. And the glory. Forever. So be it. This is blessed Israel in the Hebrew. Yahawah, Ma'ashem, Yahweh Barakanaw, Yashala, Wahamayah, Sapari, Rapa'ah, Magan, Ma'ashem, Yahweh the water Aman. It's blessed Israel in the Hebrew. Lord, in the name of Yahweh, bless us, and Israel, and the school, bless, heal, shield, protect, in the name of Yahweh, thank you, so be it. Right. This is Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. I.S.U.P.K, Ayanya, Ahari, Mayan, Yaba'ah, Izari, Ma'ai, Yahawah, I.S.U.P.K, Shamayam, Baratazah, Ayatan, Namawat, Regalka, Ayanawam, Shamarka, Hanala'ah, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yashan, Shawamah, Yasha'al, Yahawah, Shamarka, Yahawah, Tazalka, Ayat, Yamyanka, Yawamam, Hashemash, La'ah, YAHANNA,
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 Yahweh,
Yahweh,
YAHSHUMARK,
YAHSHUMARK,
McCallray,
McCallray,
YAHSHUMARK,
YAHSHUMARK,
Apostrophe, Yahweh,
Yahweh,
YAHSHUMARK,
YAHSHUMARK,
Taza'aka,
Wabawa'aka, Ma'aitha,
Ma'ait our
Wa'ai our love. Psalms 121 in the English. I will lift up my eyes into the hill.
I will lift up my eyes to the hill.
From which cometh my help?
From which cometh my help?
My help cometh from the Lord.
My help cometh from the Lord,
Which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee
He that keepeth
will
thee
not slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Israel
he that keepeth Israel
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy
The
keeper.
Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by
nor
day,
the moon by night.
nor the moon by
The
night.
Lord shall preserve thee from all evil.
The Lord shall preserve thee from all
He
evil.
shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy
The
soul.
Lord shall preserve thy going out
The Lord shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in.
and thy coming
From
in,
this time forth
from this time forth
and even forevermore.
and even forevermore.
All right, this is Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahai,
Alahai,
Adamika,
Adamika,
Altakaras,
Altakaras,
Wa'al,
Wa'al,
Tashakwat,
Tashakwat,
All,
All,
Kayahana,
YAHANNA,
Awabika,
Wabawa'aka,
Yahama Yawam,
Yahweh,
Wamashana,
Wamashana,
Yaka,
Yakar,
Nasha'aw,
Nasha'aw,
Ra'ash,
Ra'ash,
Amaka,
Amaka,
Ya'amawawab,
the Aminawah,
Sawadah,
Sawadah,
Sawad,
Sawad,
Wayatha Tazawa,
Wayatha Tazawa,
Al Tazapawanyaka,
Altazapawanya,
Amarwa,
Amarwa,
Bakawa,
Bakawa,
Wanakaki,
Wanakaki,
Magawa,
Magawa,
Wala'a,
Wala'a,
Yazaka,
Yasakar,
Shem Yasha'ala,
Shem Yasha'ala,
Awad,
Iwad,
Kaya,
Kaya,
Nawatazawa,
Matazawa,
La,
La'ab,
Yakadu,
Lakaba,
Alika,
Alika,
Wayaf,
Maya,
Yakarathwa,
Yakarwathwa,
Ahaya,
Ahaya,
Alawam,
Adawam,
Washamaya,
Washemaya,
Mawa'aba,
Mawa'aba,
Wahagarian,
Wahagari,
Gabal,
Gabal,
Waimawam,
Wamawam,
Waimalak,
Wamalak,
Kalashah,
Halasha,
Amishabia,
Amishabia,
Tazawar,
Tazawar,
Gamashawar,
God Ashawar,
Alawa'a,
Wala'a,
Imam,
Imam,
Hayawa,
Ayawa,
Zarawa,
Zarawah,
Labayalawak,
Labayalawak,
Selah,
Selah,
Aishalaham,
Ashalaham,
Kaimadi,
Kamadi,
Kasaya Sara'a,
Kasava Sarah,
Kayabi,
Kayabi,
Balakao,
Balakao,
Wayashma,
Koyashma,
Shayatamwa,
Shayatamwa,
Nadapwa,
Nadabwa,
Kaira,
Kara,
Wakazaba,
Wakazaba,
Wakazabak,
Wakazaba,
Wakazazamana,
Wakazazamana,
Kalmayasakamwa,
Kalmasakamwa,
Ashah,
Ashar,
Amawa,
Amawa,
Nayarashah,
Ayashah,
Lanawa,
Lanawa,
Af,
Ah,
Na'awaf,
Na'awa,
Alahayim,
Alahaya,
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 Shayatamwa,
Sayatangwa,
Kagauga,
Regal,
Kakwash,
Kakwash,
Lapanya Rakab,
Lapanda Rakab,
Ka'ash,
Ka'ash,
Naba'airu,
Namaira,
Ya'airu,
Ya'ira,
Wakalahaba,
Malahaba,
Kalahat,
Salahat,
Haryam,
Harayam,
Pantarapatma,
Padma,
Basa Araka,
Basaharaka,
Babasa Pakwa,
Wabasapakwa,
Tabalaham,
Balabaham,
Mala'a,
Bala'a,
Panyaham,
Panyaham,
Wayabahawa,
Wayahawa,
Ayai,
Ayai,
Waikaparwa,
Akapara,
Waikaabadwa,
Waka'awa,
Wayadaiwa,
Wayadaiwa,
Kaya,
Kaya,
Aitha,
Aitha,
Shamka,
Shamkat,
Yahawa,
Yahawa,
Labakwa,
Labakwa,
Al Yawan,
Ayawan,
Al Ka'arataza,
Akaratasa. This is Psalm chapter 83 in the English. Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still.
And be not still.
Hold my power.
Hold my power.
For lo,
For lo,
thine enemies make a tumble.
thy enemies make a tumble.
And they that hate thee
And they that hate thee
have lifted up the head.
have lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel
They have taken crafty counsel
against thy people.
against thy people.
And consulted against thy hidden
They
ones.
consulted against thy hidden ones.
They have said,
They have said,
Come,
God,
and let us cut them off from being a nation.
and let us cut them off from being a nation.
That the name of Israel
That the name of Israel
may be no more remembered.
may be no more remembered.
For they have consulted together
For they have consulted together
with one consent.
with one
They
consent.
have have confederate against thee.
They have confederate against thee.
The tabernacles of Edom.
The tabernacles of Edom.
And the Israelites.
And the
Of
Israelites.
Moab.
Of Moab.
And the Hagarenes.
And the Hagarenes.
The Baal. And Ammon.
And
Amalek.
And
And
Amalek.
the Philistines.
And the
With the
Philistines.
inhabitants of Tyre.
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
Assur also is joined with them.
Assur also is joined with them.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of
Say
Lot.
Lot.
Say Lot.
Do unto them
Do unto them
as unto the Midianites.
as unto the
As
Midianites,
to Sisera.
as unto Sarah,
As to Jabir.
as unto Jabir,
At the brook of Kishon.
at the brook of Kishon,
Which perished that endured.
the parents that they know.
They became a dog for the earth.
They became as dog for the earth.
Make their nobles like a red.
Make their nobles like a red.
And like Sierra.
Like the air.
Yeah.
Yea,
All the princes.
all their princes,
As the what?
as the
And
body,
as our Buddha.
and as the
Who
moon,
said,
who said,
let us take to ourselves
let us take to
the
ourselves
house of God in possession.
the house of God in possession.
Oh my power.
All my power,
Make them like a wheel.
make them like a wheel,
As the stubble before the wind.
as the stubble before the wind,
As the fire burneth the wood.
as the fire burnt the wood,
And as the flame set the mountains on fire.
and as the flame set up the mountains on fire.
So persecute them
So persecute them
with thy tempest.
with thy temper,
And make them afraid
and make them
with
afraid
thy storm.
with thy stone.
Fill their faces with shame.
Fill their faces with shame,
That they might seek thy name.
that they may seek thy
Oh
name.
Yahweh.
Oh Yahweh,
Let them be confounded.
let them be confounded
And troubled forever.
and troubled forever.
Yeah.
Yea,
Let them be put to shame.
let them be put to shame
And perish.
and perish,
That men may know
that men may know
that thou,
that thou,
whose name alone
whose name alone
is Yahweh,
is Yahweh,
art the most high
art the most high
over all the earth.
over all the earth.
Psalmist turn.
You see it?
All right.
We're going to be in Leviticus 23. If anybody got any questions, everybody know to say Salakia, ask your questions, open platform at all times, all right?
God.
All right, you got it?
Come on, God. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verse 1 in the Hebrew. Wayadabar, Yahweh, all, Mashah, Lamar, verse 2, Dabar, all, Banayah, Yasha'ala, Wa'amarath, Alaham, Mawa'ai Dayah, Yahweh, Ashar, Takarawa, Atham, Makra Ra'aya, Quadash, Allah, Hum, Mawa'idiyah, verse 3, Shishath, Yum Yum, the Aisha, Malakah, Waba Yawam, Hashabaya Ayah, Shabbath one, Makara'ah, Kodash, Kal, Malakah, La'ah, the Aishawa, Shabbat, Hawa'ah, La Yahweh, Bakal, Mawa Shabbat Yakam, verse 4. Allah, Mawa'idiyah, Yahweh, Makara'aya, Kodash, Ashar, Takara'awa, Atham, Bamawa'idam, Adam, verse 5. Bakadash, Harashawan, Ba'arab, Aha, Ashar, Lakadash, Bayan, Rabbi Salaki. Rabbayam Pasak La Yahweh. Verse 6. Wabaka Masha Ashar Yawam Lakadash Hazaha Kaga Hamatazawath La Yahweh Shaba'ith Yam Matazawath Ta'akalawa. Verse 7. Bayawam Hara Shawan Makora'ah Kodash Yahaya Lakam Kal Malakath Ibara La'ah the Aishwa.
Good read. Good read. Get it, brother. Hey, good read. Hebrew is not an English language to learn. All right. Now the shall read the English.
Come. This is Leviticus chapter 23, verse 1. And the Lord spoke unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel.
Speak unto who?
The children of Israel.
I got to reiterate this every time so people understand. When he says speak unto the children of Israel, he's talking to a specific people. He didn't say talk to every nation of people. He's only talking to his people. That means these days are specifically for us. Blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans is not for everyone else to join.
Right.
All right. The scripture says do not abhor Edomite, yes, but they will not be able to come in here right now. Right. When it's over with, they want to come in here and clean up, donate some money, that's fine. But these times are for us.
Right.
And why you think that is? Anybody? Why we have to have stuff specifically just for us? What happens when we let everybody else come in? What happens? Go ahead. We forget the Lord's law. Get that sister hand. We forget our God. You can look at it in every type of situation in history where they've integrated. Just look at the Negro League, baseball, right? We left ours and went to theirs. Right? What the Negro League at now?
Right.
What happened to that? It's gone. And they come back now in the 2000s, finding out those records from the Negro League are actually better than the Major League Baseball. Yeah. So wouldn't it have been better for them to try to come over there with us? We make it hard for them to get in.
Right.
That's how it should have been. All right, that's what the Lord wants. You know what I'm saying? The stuff has to belong to us. So it can be great. It's not going to be great. He don't like things polluted. Right. You cannot pollute these holy days. Right. All right, keep going.
Come. And say unto them concerning the feast of Yahweh, which ye shall proclaim to be holy convocation.
Go that word again. The word holy means separate. It does not mean what we were told in the church. It just means I'm better than you or I'm overly righteous. It just means separate from everything else going on earth right now. Right. It's a beautiful Sunday day outside. Everybody was cooking ribs, smoking their weed, doing whatever they want to do, not concerning the Lord. Right. We chose to follow what the Lord say do today. So that means we are separate today. Right. All right. Go ahead.
Come. Even these are my feasts.
Right.
Verse 3.
These things were given to us to follow throughout the generations.
Right.
All right, keep going.
Come. Verse 3. 6 days shall work be done, but the 7th day is the Sabbath of rest.
Right.
A holy convocation.
Right. We all know about the Sabbath day. The Sabbath day is a day of rest, right? Now, us being in this hellhole called America, some days you may have to go to work on a Saturday. Right. That don't mean quit your job because they told you to go to work. You got to go to work, go to work. The Lord knows where we're at. If you got the option to take off that day, take off. Take some rest, enjoy your family. What did Christ say about the Sabbath day? We ain't got to put it somebody, just tell me. Anybody, officers, anybody. Go ahead.
It's like, so I was going to say that the Sabbath was made for the man, not man for the Sabbath.
Exactly. Sabbath was made for man, not man for Sabbath. That's your day to do what you would like to do. Right? It don't mean sit in the room with the lights off, the fire off, don't cook no food. It's not what it's talking about. Right. Enjoy your day if possible. You got to go to work. If not, enjoy your day. Now, us being priests of God, we like to go to camp. We like to go to war. We like to go outside and get boot kisses and start drama. That's what we do. which is what warriors like to do. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's needed in the earth as well. But if you cannot make it to camp, you're not allowed to go to camp, not able to go. If you're a woman or an older gentleman that cannot, enjoy your Sabbath day. Right? All right, keep going.
Good. You shall do no work therein. It is the Sabbath of the Lord in all your dwellings.
In all your dwellings, that means no matter where you at, you can acknowledge the Sabbath day.
Right.
Make that day more special than any other day of the week, every week. And it's the 7th day of the week, which will be a Saturday. Not because it's Saturday, because that Saturday falls under the number 7.
Right.
That's all it is. If it was a Monday fell on the 7th day of the week, it'll be Monday.
Right.
There's nothing special about it being Saturday.
Right.
It's the numbers. It's the 7th day of the week. So it don't matter about the calendar or none of that. That way, the white man being the devil don't affect the Lord's work.
Right.
Because he could have switched it around the Gregorian calendar, whatever you want to say, whatever the number 7th day of the week is.
Right.
That's how that goes.
Right.
All right, keep going.
Come. Verse 4. These are the feasts of the Lord, even holy convocations, which ye shall proclaim in their
You
season.
shall proclaim in your seasons throughout the generations. Now, how do these things get lost? Anybody know how these stuff get lost? By not practicing it, right? By not doing. This is a rehearsal of what we're doing right now, right?
Right.
We're not in the kingdom. We all got to go to work or do something tomorrow, get right back to it. We're rehearsing the righteous acts, right? Not only for us, for the children, so they'll know. Matter of fact, give me Judges chapter 2 and 9. I'll show you a perfect example of what happened to us in the beginning. Once we got these laws and so the Lord's work, how easily it can be lost, right? Give me Judges chapter 2, verse 9.
Come. It's the book of Judges, chapter 2, verse 9. And they buried him in the border of his inheritance.
Right.
In
Shalaki, go from 8 so they know what they're talking about.
Shalaki, come. This is the book of Judges, chapter 2, verse 8. And Joshua, the son of Nun.
You know who Joshua is? Joshua was one of the 3 men that went into the kingdom, which means this brother went through his people, his father died, mother died, seeing his people do wicked things. He was one of the few men that made it into the kingdom. So he was the leader of the next generation, right? So he reigned. Of course, we know about him going around the temple 7 times, knocking down Jericho, all the great things Joshua did. This is when he died, right? Keep going.
Come. The servant of the Lord died, being 110 years old.
Right.
Verse 9. And they buried him in the border of his inheritance in Tenatharim, in Mount of Ephraim, on the north side of the hill Gaash.
Right. Keep going.
Verse 10. And also all that generation gathered unto their fathers.
Right. So all the generations gathered to their fathers at that time. Now see what happens.
And there arose another generation after them, which knew not the Lord. So
see how quickly that happened? From one generation to the next,
Right.
this generation did not know the Lord. You know why? Because they stopped doing stuff like this. Rehearsing the righteous acts, passing it down to the children so they get used to doing it. No matter how big or small it is, you pass this down, it keeps continuing going.
Right.
But what happened when you so we're back at a place where we can restart this and do it the right way.
Right.
Because none of us were taught that when we were younger. Our generation was lost. Nobody really can say that they were born in the truth. We all grew up being taught things in the church, Christmas, 4th of July, all the holidays, whatever kind of wickedness, we were taught that.
Right.
That means our generation was not born with. We want the next generation to say, okay, I don't know nothing about Christmas. I know about Hanukkah.
Right.
I know about Passover.
Right.
We want them to be like that. That's what the Lord wants. It's going to be a hard thing in this earth to do that, but we got to continue stuff like this. That's the only way. All right, keep going.
Come. Which knew not the Lord, nor yet the works which he had done for
We
Israel.
wouldn't even tell them stories about what the Most High did. Think about this time, everything wasn't one on a tablet. You know, we got this whole book that we can tell these children about.
Right.
They didn't have that, so they were going by whatever they saw around them. Whoever was winning, that's who they went with. That's how quick you can lose your heritage by looking at who you think is winning and following them.
Right.
That's how easy it is. All right, keep going. What verse is that?
We're on verse 11.
You can drop that. Go back to Leviticus 23. Go ahead.
Leviticus chapter 23 and verse 5. In the 14th day of the first month, at even is the Lord's Passover.
Right. Everybody know about the Passover. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully next year everybody be able to come. That's the greatest day of the year. You know what I'm saying? We go and celebrate when the Lord brought us out of Egypt. He's going to bring us out of this captivity. The word Egypt, if you don't know, means bondage. Right? And how do you know that? Because when the Bible was written, Egypt wasn't named Egypt. It was called Matazari. Right? So the word Egypt means bondage.
Right.
So we'll be brought out of bondage again. Now we're in more of a mental bondage where we feel like we have to do these things.
Right.
I know a lot of y'all that stopped celebrating the holidays. Your family members might have been like, well, you got to celebrate Christmas.
Right.
You got to do that.
Right.
In our mind, we made that a law.
Right.
But it's not against the law to not do that stuff. But we thought of like some places you had to do. That's what mental bondage is. All right, and be blessed that you're free of that, right? Keep going.
That's like, sir.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say it's just like on these days you gotta cook. If you ain't cooking on these days, the folks in the world look at you like
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I know some folks that are slave. They're like, "What you do for Memorial Day?" Like, I know you cooking. Like, I ain't cooking. Man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what they call them commandments of men.
Right.
The stuff
Right.
you feel like you got to go and do.
Good.
You know what I'm saying? I know when I come to they used to say on New Year's you had to walk inside the church, you're gonna have a bad year. Well, I had a bad year regardless. You know what I'm saying? So what that mean? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it never meant anything.
Right.
It was just commandments of men that somebody told you had to do.
Right.
All right, they had us running around chasing our tail for all these years.
Good.
All right, keep going.
Verse 6. And on the 15th day of the same month is the feast of unleavened bread unto the Lord.
Right, we had the feast of unleavened bread where you eat unleavened bread for 7 days. Keep going.
7 days you must eat unleavened bread. Verse 7. In the first day you shall have a holy convocation. You shall do no servile work therein.
All right. Not sure. Come read the Hebrew.
Come. Leviticus chapter 23, verse 8 in the Hebrew. Waha kwarabath ashar la Yahweh Shabbat Yamayam Bayawam Hashabah Ya'aya Makorah Kodash Kala Malah Akav Ibad La'ah Da'aisha. It's like Da'aishua. Verse 9. Wayadabar Yahweh All Mashah La'amar. Verse 10. Dabar La'ah Banayah Yasha'alam Wa'amar Wa'amarath Alahad Kaya Taba'awa All Ha'arataza Ashar Anaya Nathan Lakam Wakwataza Ratham Atha Kwataza Yara Waha Ba'atham Ath Aymar Ra'asha Yata Kwataza Yara Come All Hakahan, verse 11. Waha Nayapa Ah Ha'ai Mara Lapa Naya Yahweh La Ratazan Nakam Mama Korath Hasha Bata Yana Yapa Nawa It's like Hakan, verse 12. Wa'ai Shaya Thumb Baya it's like Bayawam Hana Yapa Come Ah Ha'ai Mara Kabash Thamayam, Ban, Shana, Thawa, La Yahweh. Verse 13. Wama Naka Thawa, Shanaya, Aisha Ranayam, Salata, Balawa Laha, Bashaman, Ashar, La Yahweh, Rayaka, Naya Kaka, Wanasaka, Yayan, Rabaya Aida, Hahayan, verse 14, Walakama, Wakwa Laya, Waka Ramal, La'a, Ta'a, Kalawa, Itazama, Hayawama, Hazaha, Haba, it's like Haba Ya'awam, Faraban, Alaya, it's like Alaha Yakam, Kakwath, Iwalam, Ladar Tayakam, Bakal, Mashaba Tayakam, verse 15. Wasa, Para, Thum, Lakam, Mamaka Rath, Hashabath, Mayawam, Haba Ya'akam, Amara, Tanawa, Paha, Shabai, Tawath, Tamayamatha, Taha Yanaha, verse 16.
Yeah, roll there. Yeah, good job. All right, so Mark, read the Hebrew, read the English.
Come. Leviticus chapter 23, verse 8. But ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord 7 days. And the 7th day is a holy convocation. Ye shall do no servile work therein.
Right.
Verse 9. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, When ye be come into the land which I give unto you, and shall reap the harvest thereof, then ye shall bring a sheaf of first fruits of your harvest unto the priest.
The sheaf of first fruit. This is what we're in. We're in the closing of the first fruits. Now, in these times, the way you gave the Lord your first fruits, you brought him your best. You got your best harvest from your field and brought it to the Lord. All right? Now, why don't we do that anymore? Anybody? One name. Be a hint. One name. Go ahead, sis. Because of Christ. All right? Because of Yahweh. He is the sacrifice. Right? So how do we bring a first fruit to him now? What would be the first fruit that we'll bring to the Lord now? If Christ is the sacrifice, what do we bring to the table? We bring ourselves, right? We are his first fruit now. We bring our best version of ourselves. Right. And how do you become the best version of yourself? By following God's laws. Right. Doing what these scriptures say to do to the T, to the best of your ability. And not only just following the scriptures, following the spirit of the scriptures. All right? Understanding why you should not hate your brother or sister without cause. Right. Understanding why you should forgive your brother and sister 70 times 7. Right. Understanding why you should go to your brother or sister one-on-one when you have a problem. Getting the spirit of it, meaning understand the reason why you shouldn't do it. Just like running a stoplight. The law behind running a stoplight ain't just to give you a ticket, it's because to do what? Not get in an accident. Right. It's a reason behind it. That's knowing the spirit of the law. So that's what you have to get into. And when you learn that spirit of the law and you actually live it every day, that's when you become the first fruits to bring to the Most High God. Right. You showing up here today when you had other things to do, that's you putting your best foot forward because you had something else you could have been doing. Right. You could have came with an excuse and said, hey, I can't make it. I got to go. I got to do that. right? That's what the Lord requires. Some sort of sacrifice in your life. Because we can't go and just cut up cows and chickens and not do all that no more. Because guess what? When we did do it, what were we doing? We were still sinning. We would say, I'm gonna go sleep with your brother real. All right, I'm gonna go plan to do that and have my best cow and get away with it. That's wicked.
Right.
Right? Now is no forgiveness for this sin. You do that, you're gonna pay for it. Because we were told not to do it.
Right.
When Christ let himself get slaughtered on that cross, he decided what? No more sin. That didn't mean he said I forgave you for it, but don't keep on doing it.
Right.
Right? I'm gonna let you slide, but you still owe me your life. All right, so you become Christ's first fruit by living that lifestyle that he died for us to live, not by continuing to sin. All right, keep going.
Come, verse 11. And he shall wave the sheaf before the Lord to be accepted for you on the morrow after the Sabbath, the priest shall wave it.
Right.
Verse 12. And ye shall offer that day when ye wave the sheaf and he lamb without blemish of the first year of a burnt offering unto the Lord. Verse 13. And the meat offering thereof shall be 2/10 deals of fine flour mingled with oil, and offered by fire unto the Lord for a sweet savor. And the drink offering thereof shall be of wine, the fourth part of an hin. Verse 14. And ye shall eat neither bread, nor parched corn, nor green ears, until the selfsame day that ye have brought an offering unto your God. It shall be a statute forever throughout your generations in all your dwellings.
Right. So pay attention to how detailed all this stuff is. People, our ancestors had to go and do. Right? All you gotta do now is not sin. Right? They had to go do these things specifically how the scriptures told them to do it. Or it would have been a sin for them. Right? For us, all we have to do is follow the laws of God.
Right.
It may seem hard, but the scriptures specifically say they are not grievous, because if you really want to serve God, it's gonna be hard if you don't want to serve God. Right? If you do want to serve the Most High God, it's gonna seem very easy to do. It's all about you checking that spirit.
That's right.
Right.
All right. You want some more? Okay, no sweat. All right, we'll keep going. I'm gonna read the Hebrew. We're on 15.
Come.
All right, I'm gonna read the Hebrew and the English. This is Leviticus chapter 23, verse 15. Wasaparatho, Lakam, Mama Karath, Hashabath, Mayawam, Habaya come. Ataya, Aimar, Hathana, Wapa, Shara, Shawatawath, Tamayamath, Takaya, Yanak, Salaki. 16. Ait, Mama Karath, Hashabah, Ya'ith, Dasapa, Rawa, Kamashayim, Yawam, Wa'a, Korah, Batham, Manakah, Kadash, La Yahweh. Verse 17. Mamawa, Shabbatayakam, Thaba, Yahweh, Lakam, Tanawa, Tamanapa, Tamana, Wapa, Shatayam, Shania, Aishara, Nayam, Salath, Takaya, Yanath, Kamaza, Sa'a, Payana, Verse 18. Waha, Korah, Batham, Al, Halakam, Shabaith, Karashayim, Tamayam, Banya, Shanath, Wapar, Ban, Bakor, Akkad, Yalam, Wa'ayalam, Shanayam, Yaha, Yawah, La'ah, Laya, Yahweh, La Yahweh Salaki, Wamana, Kathayam, Wanasa, Kayaham, Aisha, Rayak, Nayakak, La Yahweh. Verse 19. Wa'a, Shayatham, Sha'ayah, Isayam, Akkad, like a moth, Washanya, Kabashim, Manya, Shanya, Lazabak, Shalamium, Shalayam, verse 20. Hanayah, Hakahak, Atam, Al, Lakam, Habakah, Warayam, Thana, Wapa, Lapanya, Yahweh, Al, Shanya, Karashim, Kodash, Yaha, Wayam, Wahayawam, La Yahweh, Lakahak. Let's start at 15. Let's start at 22 here.
This will be the last verse.
All right, verse 21. Wakara, Atham, Ba'atazayam, Hayawam, Hazaha, Makara, Kodash, Yahweh, Lakam, Kal, Mala'akath, Ibadah, La'ah, Ta'ah, Shawah, Kadath, Iwalam, Wakal, Mawasha, Batayakam, Lalaroth, Yakam. Yes. All right. All right. So Mark, read the English.
Leviticus chapter 23, verse 15. And ye shall count unto you from the morrow after the Sabbath, from the day that ye brought the sheaf of the wave offering. 7 Sabbaths shall be complete. Verse 16. Even unto the morrow after the 7th Sabbath shall ye number 50 days, and ye shall offer a new meat offering unto the Lord.
Right, and that's what we're doing right now. We had the opening of the Feast of First Fruits 50 days ago.
Right.
That's why we're having the closing today.
That's
all right. I think it's about 7 weeks. All right, keep going.
Come, verse 17. Ye shall bring out of your habitations 2 wave loaves of 2 tenth deals. They shall be of fine flour. They shall be baken with leaven. They are the first fruits unto the Lord.
Right. Keep going.
Verse 18. And ye shall offer with the bread 7 lambs without blemish of the first year, and 1 young bullock, and 2 rams. They shall be for a burnt offering unto the Lord.
Right. Now think about how gracious the Most High. We have to have 7 lambs. What that's it? Who know what that's it? Who can go get their hands on that?
Right.
Got it much better now. Keep going.
Come. With their meat offering and their drink offerings, even an offering made by fire of sweet savor unto the Lord. Verse 19. Then ye shall sacrifice 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering, and 2 lambs of the first year for a sacrifice of peace offerings. Verse 20. And the priest shall wave them with the bread of the first fruits for a wave offering before the Lord. With the 2 lambs, they shall be holy to the Lord for the priest. And ye shall proclaim on the selfsame day, that it may be an holy convocation unto you. Ye shall do no servile work therein. It shall be a statute forever in all your dwellings throughout your generation.
Right. So on all those days, you're supposed to try to not have to work them days. If you got to work, go to work. If you can stay off work, enjoy it as a Sabbath day. This would have been a Sabbath day for us today. Right. Just enjoy your day. Get with your brothers and sisters, cook, eat, drink, enjoy your day. Right. Keep going.
Go.
Was that it?
That was it. That was it.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna break sign. Come good. All right. What's
Amir.
young man Amir? All right. Men of Israel, Majah. You know, I said it right. Okay. We'll work on. We'll get him. Right. Young man Amir. State your registry.
Amir, Ban Yashala.
All right. Amir, Ban Yahweh, Ban Yashala.
Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Barakatah.
Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Barakatah. All right. You see it? All right. All right, now, so you're going to read the Hebrew?
Go. Leviticus chapter 22, it's like Leviticus chapter 23, starting at verse 22. Waba Kwataza Rakam, Kwataza Yara, Arata Zakama, La'a, Takalaha, Pa Ata, Shadak, Bakwataza Raika, Wala Kwataza Yaraka, La'a, Tala Kwata, La'ai Naya, Wala Gara, Tha'ai Zabah, Atam, Anaya, Yahweh, Alaha, it's like Alaha Yakam, verse 23. Wayadabar, Yahweh, all, Mashah, La Amar, verse 24. Dabar, all, Banaya, Yasha'ala, La Amar, Bakar, Dasha, Hasha, Baya, Ayah, Ba'akda, La Kadash, Yahaya, Lakam, Shabbat, Yawan, Zakah, Rayawan, Thara, Wa'ai, Makwara'a, Kwadash, verse 25. Call, Mala'a, Kata, Aiba, Daha, La'a, Da'ai Shawa, Waha, Kwara, Batam, Asha, La Yahweh, verse 26. Wayah, it's like Wayah the bar, Yahweh, all, Masha, La'ama, it's like La'amar, verse 27. Akka, Ba'ai Shawar, Laka the Shah, Hasha, Baya'a, Hazaha, Yawam, Haka, Parayam, Hawa'a, Makwa, Ra'a, Qudash, Yahaya, Lakam, Wa'ai Naya, Tama, Nas, it's like Napa, Shata, Yakam, Waha, Quadra, Batam, Asha, La Yahweh, verse 28. Wakal, Mala, Akka, La'a, Tha'ai, Shawa, Ba'ai Tazama, Hayakam, it's like Hayawam, Hazaha, Kaya, it's like Yawam, Kapa, Rayam, Hawa'a, Lakapa, it's like Allah, Yakam, La Pa, Naya, Yahweh, Allah Haya, Kama. That's it.
That's it. Go. All right, good reading. Good reading. Good reading. All right. English, where you started off? What verse starting off?
22.
All right, you got it?
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verse 22 in the English. And when ye reap the harvest of your land, thou shalt not make clean riddance of the corners of thy field. When thou reapest, neither shalt thou gather any gleaning of thy harvest.
Right. So when I was talking about the spirit of the law, right? When it's saying don't gather out the corners of the field, don't glean up at it. What spirit is that in right there? That law right there. Anybody? Take a guess. What's the spirit of that? Go ahead.
I'll say brotherhood.
Brotherhood. That's a good answer. Brotherhood. Right? Don't be a selfish bastard. Don't try to get up every little thing. You can use that in every aspect of your life. Right? At your job and your friendships and your relationships. Don't be that person that has to get everything out of every little situation and squeeze out of it.
Right.
Leave something for somebody else. You know?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Specific things, right?
Right.
Like for a woman, it could be don't be what they call an attention seeker. When it's a man, don't be too full of pride.
Right.
Use these scriptures to go into your life every day. This
Right.
scripture is about that. Right. Don't be selfish. That's the spirit behind it, right? Give to those that give to the needy, right? But be smart about it. So he said, it didn't say don't take up none of your harvest. It said don't be all in the corner saying I want to get every little piece of everything.
Right.
Right? Leave some for somebody who cannot do what you're doing. Right? Some of us have the gift to go out and make things happen in the earth.
Right.
Some brothers can go out and hustle and make money. Some brothers can go find a good job. Some brothers can't. Right? Don't look at their brother and say, man, you gotta what they say all the time, pull yourself by your bootstraps.
Right.
That's
Right.
the biggest lie ever told.
Right.
Who did that? Who's done that? Really? White man ain't done it.
Right.
He run the earth.
Right.
What he tell us to do. So we make us tell our brothers and sisters, hey, I ain't helping him. Right? We got to get out that spirit. That's what the spirit of that law is. Right. To look out for each other. Because other nations do that with each other.
Right.
Right? We the only ones that have to sit around and think a vote is gonna help us. We got a president now, he's a drug addict, a pedophile, you know, but we worry about vote, right? This country been ran by a dope fiend billionaire called Elon Musk.
Right.
But now he falling out. Him and the president finna have a back and forth about everything they got going on, right? That's why that's not our fight. Our fight is looking out for each other, right? Building each other up.
Right.
That way you won't even know it's voting day. You're like, what you talking about, right? Yeah, we know people got killed behind doing that, but guess what? They got killed because they were black.
Right.
It wasn't just about voting. They got they're trying to tell you. see that now. It doesn't affect us at all, right? Because you don't see Africans doing it. You don't see the Chinese doing it, the Arabs.
Right.
But are they struggling as a people? No, because they have a level of brotherhood with each other.
Right.
They may still be selfish bastards, but they are better than what we do with each other.
Right.
Like right now, our Mexican brothers are being persecuted, right? They tearing LA up right now because of that, right? That's, and I ain't saying go tear nothing up, but we should not be okay with what ICE is doing right now.
Right.
It's not okay. People are getting stripped from their children. They're getting arrested unjustly, even though they got their papers, because the president said they got to get a certain amount of arrested. That means they're getting arrested, check you out, then we sending you home.
Right.
Who likes to go to jail?
Right.
Right? So you got to go to jail because of your color, your skin, right? That's basically what's going on right now.
Right.
Imagine if that was us. So that's the spirit we have to be in when it comes to stuff like this, man. Don't be selfish. Don't just worry about what you got going on. All right, keep going.
Sir.
Go ahead.
If I could, man. That's how you know the Christian church is the one that teaches that.
Right.
And being selfish,
Right.
and not looking out for your brother, and just going along just because that's what the white man told us to do.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That Christian church teaches us to be docile and follow along. Man.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's why our people in church do not know about these days. We know
Right.
about the days that the world knows about. When you get gifts. The days that everybody care about is when they get to eat what they want, get a gift.
Right.
Which is another spirit of selfishness.
Right.
Right? I guarantee folks gonna be studying Christmas if on your birthday, if guess what? On them days you had to give somebody a gift.
Right.
If they made a rule where you can't get nothing on them days, that they won't be celebrated.
Right. That's right.
It's as simple as that. We got to come out of that spirit of selfishness. That's all. Once you fight that, at first you got to accept that you are selfish. When you come into this truth, you got to accept certain things about yourself. You can't just say you was a good person. Because nobody, even Christ said, why are you calling me good? If he can say that, we got to say that.
Right.
You can't just say, I'm a good person, I'm going to heaven. It don't work. You got to say, what am I doing to make the Lord mad at me? What am I doing things to please the Lord?
Right.
You got to take it to another step, because the kingdom of heaven is not going to be, it's going to be make your election sure. Not I'm elected because I think I'm sure. You got to make it sure and do things to bring yourself.
Leave them unto the poor, and to the stranger, I am the Lord your God.
Right. Keep going.
Verse 23. And the Lord spoke unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, saying, In the 7th month, in the 1st day of the month, shall ye have a Sabbath, a memorial of blowing of trumpets.
And that's going to be our next feast day that we're going to be having. I want to say that was in, that's going to be in September.
I think it is.
That's going to be the start of the winter feast days that we're going to have. We're going to go into that time about the blowing of the trumpet, because trumpets are being blown in the earth right now. I think if I'm correct, we on like the 5th seal right now. The trumpet blown. You know, those historical things going on right now in the earth that's correlated with this into the feast of the trumpets. Because there's stuff you need to know that's going on right now politically in the earth, even with earthquakes, you know, happening in diverse places. That's biblical.
Right.
Right? So we are in them times. You know, that could mean them times could be 20 years from now. To the Lord, that's like a day. That's nothing to the Lord. The key is to be ready for it mentally. Make sure Christ cracked that sky right now. Can you say you was doing what the Lord said? Were you attempting to at least clean your life up, clean your spirit up? Because cleaning can sometimes fool people on the outside. Are you cleaning yourself when nobody's watching?
Right.
That's what these scriptures do. If you follow these scriptures to a T, you're going to clean yourself when nobody's watching.
That's right.
And that's how you can make it to the kingdom, because you can't fool God, right? Right. If we believe is a real God, you got to know you cannot fool him. Right? That's the key. All right? All right. And with that, we're going to end it there. All right, finish that scripture. Finish 24 off, and it'll be the last one.
Of trumpets and holy convocation.
Holy convocation, another separate day in the earth. All right? Anybody got any questions about anything? All right, with that, in the Israel, we're going to read the Lord's Prayer. In the Israel, it's like Israel. Imagine. Paul Kadam, he's facing the east.
Come. This is the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abana. Shabbat Shemayim. Kodah. Shemka. Yahweh. Taba'ah. Ratazaka. I.S.U.P.K.
The Lord's Prayer in English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth, as it is in heaven. Give us our daily bread. Forgive us our debts. As we forgive our debtors. Lead us not into temptation. But deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom. And the power. And the glory. Forever. So be. Turn. All right. Men of Israel. I.M.A.J. Imanu Shabbat. I.M.A.J. Barak.
Hashem Yahushua Barakatah.
Mazbatah. Encouragement to the sisters. Barak.
Hashem Yahushua.
Mazbatah. Class dismissed.